I'm gonna try and keep it short and sweet today. But yo, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back. And on the screen today, you're probably gonna be watching some Black Ops 4. But today, I wanted to talk about growing up and specifically my personal opinion. And I think I grew up too quick. So anyway, to give you a little bit of context, my girlfriend and I were talking a few days ago, and she was actually over today, and like what she said was we grew up too fast. And at first, like, I kind of understood what she said, but then at the same time, I gave it some more thought yesterday. Actually, I gave it some more thought yesterday after I was done making yesterday's video, and I was thinking about it. I was like, you know what, she's actually right, because when you think about it, I don't know many 22-year-olds in my position. And actually, first and foremost, I just want to preface this by saying I'm not complaining in any way. It's just something that I want to, I guess you could say, show people, but not show off and say, oh, I'm doing this, or oh, I'm doing that, but put my situation into perspective for other people to kind of register and say, okay, well, you know what, like, I'm gonna look, or I'm gonna realize the situation that I'm in, and if it's a better situation, then hopefully take advantage of it. Anyway, beside the point, so obviously we all know about the unfortunate event of my mom passing away, and it's, speaking of that, it's actually almost 2 months, and it's crazy how quick 2 months goes by, and then next thing you know, it's a year, and then it's 5 years, and then it's 10 years, and then it's 20 years, and then who knows. But anyway, whatever, beside the point. I obviously lived with my mom before, and what we had arranged was, I was working a little part-time job, and then I would give her a certain amount of money every month, and then we would be fine. So that was what was happening. And then obviously unfortunate events happened, and now I have to pay rent, I have to pay my internet bill, and I have to pay my phone bill. I don't have a house phone, and I don't have cable, because those are not things that I use, so I don't need to have those things, right? So now already, that goes from me having few responsibilities to me having all the responsibilities, right? Because now when you think about it, the whole burden of the household, if you want to call it that, is on my shoulders, right? So now I have to go back to work full time, which I am going to be doing probably soon, and then I have to pay I have to pay all the rent, and then I have to pay my phone bill and my internet bill. So if I don't know many 22-year-olds in this situation, right? I know 28, 29 people, maybe even 30, that are just getting into my situation, and I don't necessarily know how to feel about it, because when you think about it, I never, it's not to say that I never had the opportunity to go to post-secondary, college, university, whatever you want to call it. I did. I just didn't want to waste money, and I also didn't want to waste time going, because I didn't know what I wanted to do. So, I didn't go to that. But that's not anybody else's fault except my own, because like I said, I didn't know what I wanted to do. Anyway, whatever, beside the point. There's things when you're young, you're in your 18 to 24, That's, you know, for most people, that's the time when like you party and, you know, you go to fucking wherever, and, you know, like you're hanging out with your friends, and, you know, there's not many things to worry about, whatever. And I'm not saying I wanted to do those things. I was never a person that went out to party. I was never a person that, you know, like I would rather, you know, stay home and play, you know, 2K, right? That was just the kind of person that I was, or, you know, I mean, even now, that's just the kind of person that I am. You know, I wouldn't like going out for, you know, drinks, or going out, you know, for fun isn't fun to me, right? And I'm not bashing anybody that does that. If you do that and that's how you unwind from work, and that's how you unwind from school, and that's how you unwind from, you know, anything, you know, more power to you. I just unwind in a different way. I unwind playing 2K. I unwind playing Black Ops. I unwind playing, you know, whatever, right? So, you know, there's certain things that I feel like I missed out on the opportunity. But then again, like I said, I'm not complaining in any way. These are the things that I hope people realize, you know. So if you're watching this right now, you still have, you know, both your parents, you know, all that stuff, then I hope that, you know, you realize the situation that you're in, and, you know, you use that situation to your advantage as much as you can, right? Because, like, now, you could also look at it like the flip side, right? So me obviously being 22, you know, that gives me a really, really early taste on, I guess you could call it, real life. I'm doing the quote fingers here, real life, right? Because now I could say, okay, so say I have a friend that moves out when he's 28, right? And he has a job, and he went to school, and, you know, whatever, and he's just getting into I'm doing the quote fingers again, he's just getting into the real world, right? But at the same time, I've been doing this, say we're both 22 right now, and then when he's 28 and I'm 28, then he gets into the real world, so 6 years from now, right? So, you know, you could look at it like, not necessarily that he was sheltered for, you know, 28 years of his life, but, you know, you look at it like, I've already been in the real life mode, in the real life experience for 6 years, right? So I've already been paying rent for 6 years. I've already been paying my phone bill for 6 years. I've already been paying my internet bill for 6 years. So I have the life experience, if you want to call it that, and, you know, all the little ins and outs of, you know, doing all these things on my own for all these years already, right? Because I know for some people, if they say, oh, well, I have to spend $1,000 a month on rent, you know, they're gonna be hesitant to do that, right? If I have to spend $100 on my phone bill, they're gonna be hesitant to do that. If I have to pay $100 a month on internet, they're gonna be hesitant to do that, because they already, like, it was done for them, so they're not, like, I guess you could say, up to speed to be in my situation, or where I am, where I've already been doing it. So I know, like, I'm kind of explaining it in a bad way, but basically what I'm trying to say is it's low-key a blessing, because now somebody that's my age right now, and then, you know, 8 years down the road when we're both 30, they're just coming into the real world, if you want to call it that, and I've already been there, done that for 8 years. So I'm not going to have a problem saying, okay, I have to pay rent, and, you know, it's going to be second nature to me, right? Doing groceries, second nature, right? Doing laundry, second nature, you know, doing all these things. Like, I'm slowly starting to, you know, I say, okay, well, this day I do this day I do that, this day I do that, you know, slowly getting into a routine, a pattern, right? So basically what I'm trying to say, there's 2 points that I'm trying to make. Basically what I'm trying to say is, it's low-key a blessing, like on the lowest of keys, it's a blessing, because like I said, I will have life experience starting from when I'm super young. I'm 22 years old right now, so you know, I'm in the real world. I'm experiencing the real world from when I'm super young, rather than me being 28, you know, just getting my first, I guess you could call it, real job that's actually putting my career or my degree to use. But you know, I've compared to me who's already been doing it. And then also, if you're in a situation right now where, you know, like I said, you're living at home, you have very little expenses, please use that situation to your advantage. You know, save money, you know, do like work on your dream, work on, you know, if you make YouTube videos, you know, do all that, like whatever your thing is, find your thing and use that time. You like use the time that you have right now and your resources and, you know, all that, because it's not fun paying rent. It's not fun, you know, doing all this adult shit, right? I would obviously rather be 18 and, you know, just have a little part-time job, you know, while doing YouTube, while doing this, while doing that. But, you know, like I said, at the end of the day, life happens, you know, shit happens. And like I said, I'm not complaining. I just want people to realize the situation that they have. And I mean, really and truly, like, I'm ready for the fucking challenge. Like, I don't care, you know what I mean? Like, I don't, like, if at the end of the day, I'm still gonna be here making videos, I'm still gonna be here, you know, live streaming eventually. You know, I'm getting to the live stream, you know, please bear with me. I will get to the live streaming soon. But yeah, that's, you know, that's pretty much it. That's basically all I'm trying to say, is to use your time wisely, use your resources wisely, and yeah, the real world is not fun. But yeah, that's pretty much it. You know, I'm gonna try and make life fun. Obviously, you know, it's not fun, you know, going to work and this and that, and, you know, all that kind of stuff, you know, all this adult stuff. But, you know, at the same time, I'm just gonna try and, you know, live life to the fullest, you know, like take advantage of every day, and hopefully make something out of myself in this thing that we call life. I know I said I was gonna keep it short. We're approaching 13 minutes. I apologize, but yeah, that's pretty much it. So as always, thank you for taking the time out of your day to watch my video. Please leave your comments down below if you do have any thoughts on the matter. Thank you for watching, and I'll talk to you next one.